Okay, so new part of double sleeve. We've looked at standing, we've looked at one knee up. Let's look at if your opponent is on their knees to start with, or they go from standing to on their knees. So it's double sleeve against a kneeling opponent. So let's just say we're playing the same kind of game, feet and hips, maybe the spider hook in, and he was looking to work all the stuff, and then Matthew just decides to drop to his knees from here. He's more stability, less chance of getting swept, but we want to utilise anytime he drops to his knees, he's at more risk to the submission. So say I'm here, I'm playing the game. So I'm going to be using my spider hook as one method of control on the forearm. That foot on the hip just turns to the shallow lasso. So now I can use these as distance makers. If Matthew tries to put weight on me, I can kind of use my feet to keep him back. I'm going to be shoulder walking back to create a little bit of space. My goal then is to get my hips underneath his right armpit. How am I going to do that? I take out the shallow lasso and I use my foot as a step on his bicep, that spider hook, to physically lift my hip. See how close they are under his armpit, and then I just curl this over his neck, and then he's carrying my weight. Try the posture from there. I keep sleeve control. I don't go to the collar from here. I can still control his posture from double sleeve. He's still made a grip. If I try to work the triangle now, it's just not happening. So I just take my foot and kick it in that direction. Then I make the triangle trap, and now from here I find the head. Now I can start to work the triangle as before. Going into details and finishing up. We'll load bits on the channel. Let's just look at the setup. So from double sleeve, maybe the spider hook in, starting to work my whole game and play the system. The minute I'm here, Matthew decides to drop to his knees. The second he drops to his knees, that foot that's on the hip becomes a shallow lasso. And maybe he's not driving into me. So immediately from here, I'm just going to go straight into attacking from there. My foot comes off, and then I just lift my hip and curl my heel into the shoulder. Notice the way Matthew's carrying my weight now. I've kept double sleeve control. I need to break the grip on my right leg, so I just kick that off first. Triangle trap. If I can, I'll bring this arm across. It doesn't really matter if I don't. I'm going to find that head, cut the angle, and then we have the triangle. We'll do it from just two knees. So say we're in close guard, and maybe I'm playing the whole trying to break his posture. Switching to double sleeve from close guard is perfect. You know, especially if you're up against someone who's leaning way back and you just cannot break his posture. I'm just finding two sleeves. Open my guard, knees inside, and then I switch that spider hook in, and there's that shallow lasso. And again, we're back into the same system again. Foot comes off. Lift my hip and curl it over his back. Try to posture from there. If he hasn't got that grip, I'm straight into the triangle. Find the head. And now from there, we have a triangle. So whether it starts off on his knees or whether during the match, another thing that can happen is, especially if you're fighting someone, say I'm here, shallow lasso, he's on his knees and I'm looking for the triangle. You know, to do that, Matthew's counter would be to go to combat base on that side and connect his knees with his elbow. So anytime that happens, we're just back into the last move. And he's away. So sometimes, you know, if you threaten the triangle from his two knees, his response will be to go to combat base, and then we just hit the last move, that wheel sweep. So something will present itself.